Nice to meet you all.
England.
If you look at kind of other Star Trek kind of projects like Discovery, for instance, kind of this run for 5 seasons, and generally there's a very long shelf life for shows like this and these characters, and we all kind of want to see them develop over time. So, as actors, when you sign up to a project like this, do you have to think of it as a kind of long-term thing, as something that could well be a part of your life for many years to come? And is that quite an exciting thing for you guys, or can it be quite daunting when you first begin?
I think it's a big mixture of all of it. I wish I had the liberty to have like this real like consideration of
is this
should
right
I
for my
take this
career?
on?
Yeah, no, right?
Brother, I was training as a PT before I got this job. So like I'm just blessed that what we have taken on is with a group of people that truly, truly care about storytelling. From production to cast to crew, everyone like truly cares about what they're making. I've sort of forgotten what I was going to say, but yeah, we're blessed. Truly blessed.
I don't think it's really. I don't know. It's amazing, and it sounds like, oh my gosh, like I'm a part of this family for life. But for me, I feel like I'm so like, whatever's in front of me is what matters. I can't even see that far down the line. So when people like Bob and all them tell me like, oh, you're in this for life.
Oh, you're in.
I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like I can't picture it really. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have seen the room that I was in when I auditioned. I was like, whatever gets me out of this thing, I'm good. You know what I mean? But well and truly, like, when you're auditioning, you don't really, like, you do so many auditions, you don't get them, all 90% of them. 99. So you send off this thing and they say, okay, you're getting closer, you got a call back, now we're on the second call back, and you're like, you're getting excited, but you're not sitting like being like, wait, is this right for me? No, you're not gonna do that, you know what I mean? And then when you get the thing, and then they say, okay, this is what it's gonna be, you're just like, well, thank God that I have this opportunity, I'm gonna go for it,
Yeah.
And before I ask my next question, Kerrice, your hat is fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Poots.
That's a great hat.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
You look like a real superstar. The guys next to you, they look a bit like your bodyguards.
We've been saying that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It's like the Big Brothers. Just like, watch out. Watch what you say.
This is the away team for sure.
You've got some muscle with you for this one. But I was going to ask, I mean, the set is obviously so, I mean, the set's so impressive and very immersive as well. And just as a kind of fan of the show, the second we kind of enter back into this world, we almost feel like we're at home. We're so happy to kind of be back in this kind of environment. Can you guys remember your first day on set and seeing it all for the very first time?
Noga, our co-showrunner, she took me around the set. She's got this video behind me, and it was going into the atrium. And you look up and you see all the corners and the hallways, and it just keeps going. And it was whilst it was still being worked on and being built. Yeah. And the first thought is, go back to your scripts. Go back to your scripts. Because this is such a giant, and you're at service of something so much bigger than yourself. So you just want to give everything to it. You really just want to commit. You just never forget looking up. It's so big, dude. It's so big, it's amazing.
I felt similar, but in a way I felt so kind of free because when you're coming from, I trained at the Oxford School of Drama, and over there it's like a reformed farm. It's like a repurposed farm.
Oxford.
So we have something called the barn, which is essentially our theater, which is like an empty space, and we have nothing in there, and we're pretending that we have all this stuff. But when we walk into this set, this is like everything that you could possibly want is there already, and the doors slide open when you walk towards them. There's water in the ponds. There's trees. There's stairs. So the whole thing is like I don't have to do anything. I can just play, and that produced some interesting results at times. But really, truly, just allowed me to be in the moment and just pay attention to those around me, what was happening around me, and it was such a blessing. Yeah.
And also, I didn't go to Oxford. But I did train a little, barely in theater, barely in theater. And
but your dance
one of my,
man.
And a lot of my dance background. Shout out to Sheldon Frett. He's one of my acting coaches / mentors / big brother. And I remember at the beginning of every single class we did, we had to walk the space to kind of own it and let every cell of ourselves really just live in there. And when we got there, it was not built yet, so we just had this big space. And I remember just walking the entire thing and being like, okay, I want my shoulder cell to be in that corner. I need my eyelashes to be over there. I need to play. I need to be a bouncy house in here. So yeah, it was just like a barn, to be honest.
I mean, it's just something so iconic about it. I mean, it's a show that means so much to so many people, the kind of whole world of Star Trek. So can you recall the very first person you told when you were cast?
Oh, wow.
My mom, my parents. I called them.
I bet that was,
because they knew I had a callback,
moment. Yeah.
and they knew how like stressed I was, and I got on the phone crying, and so they thought I didn't get it, and I couldn't get it out of my mouth for a good like 30 seconds. So it's just them like,
Oh, bless
and I'm
you.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm just trying to tell them like, wait.
They're like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So I told my parents first, and my mom was at a prom send off. She had to go outside, and the girl was behind her celebrating. She was just like,
Yeah.
So my mom.
My parents went. I was home alone. I was staying at home with my parents.
Really?
No one was at home, so I was running around, but there was no one to give this energy to. And I was waiting for them to come home. I called my agent, and I just couldn't stop saying thank you.
Yeah.
I just said thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. It's like, it's just begun, George. It's just begun. Yeah. And then eventually I could hug my parents afterwards.
I'm happy for that. Yeah.
I think I left a voice note for my mom because my mom wasn't responding, like she wasn't picking up the phone. And then
Of all times.
yeah, of all times.
Busy, bro.
I know.
Busy.
I was living in London at the time, so like she was across the ocean anyway. So I was like, okay, she'll get it when she gets it. And then I can't even remember. I think I called it a teacher from my school.
Oh, I love
from
that.
Oxford.
Yeah.
And I just let them know. I was like,
Guess what?
this is what happened. And she was like, wow, look
Like,
at you. And it was like,
look at
whoa.
you, mate.
And it was just one of those moments where, done good.
Crazy.
I love that.
And just very finally before I go, I'm not going to sort of dig too deep here or get political or anything, but obviously the world is in a bit of a bad place at the moment. And this show is very much centered around a group of young people who are full of kind of hope and full of optimism and a kind of need and a want to kind of change the world. Do you think there's a kind of timely element to this show, also serving as a kind of reminder to viewers to kind of stand up and have our voices be heard?
1000%. It feels timely even when I'm on set sometimes. I think when I first started watching Disco, something that I had to do some deep work because it used to piss me off how much they tried to do so much good. And then I'd be like, oh, I think I'm maybe being influenced by the toxicity of the world. And so even when I'm acting on set, I'm like, okay, like it's okay to actually have hope. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right to be happy.
Be joyful for the future.
Actually. So I think it's very timely for this generation. Hopefully, if they let themselves feel, then maybe they will.
Yeah. There's something that's such a privilege about being an actor, being part of story, and to be a part of a story that someone can take anything from. They take their own opinion, they take whatever they want from it, and it's such a joy to hear back from people what they've taken from it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no sort of like political agenda behind our work, but it's just, I can't wait to hear what people have taken from it and what they've learned from it.
Yeah.
And I think what we give to it is joy, is light. And that's what I get from watching it, is there's so much joy and colour in this show.
Yeah.
So much color.
And the diversity of the show, not just in like the casting and the choices in that sense, but also in what the show provides, like tonally and thematically, I think is such a important aspect of this show specifically, because as you said, anyone can take something different from it, right? And anyone can attach themselves to different storylines or different lessons that are within the plot or different characters and stuff like that. And I think that kind of covering those bases in the sense of just putting all of this stuff out there that has this core optimistic message holding it all together. I think that's the most remarkable thing about the show, is just how diverse those aspects are. And that's really important now.
Yeah. I think art will always reflect life, and life will always reflect art. And I feel like if you feel like you're not relating to it, I feel like you are. That means you definitely are. So I don't know. I think there's something in there for everyone. And I think it's definitely a sign of the times right now, too. We need it. All of us, especially this generation.
It's joy, man. Joy.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for your time, guys, and best of luck with the release of the show.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!